today. This is for the two people that matter the most. And whoever else hears this, hope it absolutely motivates you. I'm going to be telling a little storyline of an intervention with my closest friends that I forgot about. Um, that I just forgot about. So you have to have a good imagination behind this. But what we're doing is that I had an intervention with 4 people. I sat down yesterday with 4 people, and they just told me about myself. And again, these are the people who know me the best, who know me the best. Um, and they've just been sitting back watching some stuff, and I guess it's come far enough, and I had to realize some stuff. And I can have 1,000 people tell me 1,000 things about myself, but for me to pay attention. So I had 4 people. The first one was D, uh, the distant dreamer. Beats. She's the one. She opens her mouth. She's the one. I'm sorry. She was the one back in the day, in my early years. She's like the voice in the car's navigational system. She used to be the one who navigated my decisions. Lately, she's been lonely, quiet, silently, as I make wrong turn after wrong turn, delaying any arrivals, hindering my progress. It's like she said, D. But now I'm staring at her, and she has like this nervous edge. It's like she's scared, or she hates having to be the one, the icebreaker. And it's like she had a crack in her voice, and she begins the process. The dreamer says, "It's been so painful, Mia, to watch you settle for less and less in your life. Not even working. You're beneath your talents, capabilities, accepting, and others assign you to giving up creative pursuits that once filled your ambition. You see the part of you that longs to be all that you were created to be, the dreamer inside of you who loves to look ahead. And from the time I remember, so many big plans we had back in the beginning. We knew that there would be obstacles, she said, but we were young and set our eyes on the stars. We were going to go beyond what you had growing up to have full of rich and more liberating experience. You had so much imagination, Mia, and such a vision for where you were and where you were going and how you were going to get there. You could see yourself in mind's eyes growing, reaching, and obtaining a life of satisfaction, and just full of joy. And it's obvious to the others here as well to speak to you about the wall and the fence. It's a law of chaos. It's the strength that only comes when we finally share the truth. And it's like she was, putting herself together so she can release, what she had to say. And she says, years ago, you put me away years ago. Letting things go far. Of course, you should have said it a long time ago. She said, I should have said it a long time ago, but it has been hard for her. She says, Mia, I love you. And to watch your life get harder and harder, and your ability to not see that once was your destination or any motivation seem to disappear into a daily fog of working, living, and then working some more, and looking in the eye for the first time. In my eyes, Dreamer looks and continues to speak to me, and she's like, I watch you in this circumstance get tighter, and the children in the wind, and your lungs and your disappointment set in, followed by losses, reality that threatened your hopes forever, experiencing a different, better life. A life that would allow you to be who you really are and live out your God-given purpose. Those around you, you did not encourage you the way people that were around you, they didn't encourage you the way that you needed it to be and nurtured you. But I wanted to do that for you, she says. But you pushed me away, becoming more and more distant and detached from me and from any of my reminders. Instead of fighting to keep the fire, Mia, inside of you alive, you let the opposite happen. And you became addicted to a life without me, without dreams, without hope. Almost, it's like she was venting, and she continued saying to me, she says, I brought you through the hard times. Don't you remember? I was the one with those hard times. I'm the one when life was bad. Did you forget all of that you locked up in me? You locked me up in the cellar of your soul, placing on me like a starvation, and died. And all I hear from you is complaints about who wasn't there for you and who treated you bad. But I was there. Dreamer, I was there. I was fair, or I would have. I would have been fair if you would have let me, Mia. Over time, I want you to become better, but you became negative. You became bitter, internally angry, looking for targets, blaming your parents and lack of opportunities and your families and or other people's, because you're massively covering up your true feelings. But I don't know what to do anymore. I know you. I know the inside of you is screaming, and I'm trying to get out and speak to you. And I know this is not the life we bring that you wanted us. You when we were younger. This is not the love you want and the house or the career you wanted. I know you better than anyone sitting at this table. I know you more. I know you want more than this, and you're meant to be a high achiever. My God, you're a baller, shot caller, Mia. You have gifts you aren't even touching anymore, much less using. And this, out of ordinary, it hasn't become of you. And I had to say something today because it's been everything you're doing is beneath you. Your answers, your power is in your dreams. Reaching out to you with a warm hand, Mia. I need you now. We all need you. The others sitting here at this table, they need you. We all need you. And she says, instead of being fully alive to the possibilities of the future, the pursuit of the dreams and God has planted like seeds in your heart, you resign yourself to an existence without dreams. Another place of parched indifference when nothing, Mia, nothing can grow. You can't go on this way. It's killing you. I can't keep silent anymore and beg you. I beg you, Mia. I beg you to renew our relationship, to fight. Fight for the dreams that you once seemed to be such vital part of your life. Don't give up. Don't give up hope. Throw off the limits that life and other people and even organized religion and so many other forces that may have placed on you. You're like a butterfly. You're like a butterfly that's emerging to her cocoon. You must discard the useless husk that you continue to cling around. Your dreams is like a winter coat that you're covering, and I know it's not too late. You can still get through this, and like it's the wind beneath your wing. You come on, come on. It is time, Mia. It is time for you to stand, fight, dream, hope again. She told me. So that was D. And so next I have Al Lover. And that's the optimistic romantic part of me. Coming in to check. She says, you're a giver. You know as well as I do, giving's good. But lust takes and love gives. And you replace lust and you take. But you stopped giving lately, Mia. Any attempts to engage your heart have been dwarfed by regret and sabotage, by bad memories. These memories of what you used to justify being, listen, emotionally detached and lustfully selfish. The only reason I agreed to speak today, I said I want to be actively engaged with you again. I want to be connected with you again. Everybody at this table listens. They spoke. You take in these words that reflect the truth and subscribe of the issues they all have had with you. They all knew that true part of you, that love that has been on her, but love, Mia, has been on a respirator, they said, in your life for a while. They don't know where you're faking the feeling that used to be genuine. He says, I'm here to speak to you on the issues of your heart. Our relationship with each other, it's become so strained. I don't even know where to begin with you anymore. Whether you think of me as your heart or even desire or love. I'm the part of you that longs to love and to be loved and to be in a healthy dynamic relationship with another caring person like our friend, be the dreamer. We started out strong and we were inseparable at one time, an inseparable couple. We We shared the fairy tale dreams, Mia, of finding that special someone who would see us as we really are and love us unconditionally. And we thought we had that. Remember, we thought we'd found that person, that someone, that soul that loved us. But they didn't stay with you throughout those first few tender, sweet, and painful relationships. When we thought we were in love, and maybe we were, but for various reasons, the relationship didn't work and you were alone again. Anybody who knows you, I know you, and you pushed me, over time, you pushed me away further and further. And you've gotten older, me, and continued to struggle in your search or watched a one special relationship stagnant. And I've grown tired. And instead of seeing what you're really worth, you start selling yourself, Mia, off for so much less than you're worth. So much less. You have low self-esteem, seems to push you away from me. I'll be honest. And what I could have fixed in you in your life, you seem to determine to hide. Lust for power and for money and even for sex has taken away any reality of passion. It wasn't always about who had the best job or who could get you where you were trying to be. You got used to being really, and you're just living there in the moment, in the present. You're not even in the present conversations. You were open at one time. You were warm and giving, and since look at you, Mia. I see you distracted by what you need. You stopped giving it and you stopped getting it back, baby girl. You are so indifferent and you can't give if you expect it. You can't get back what you don't give. This is not all about the relationships that were bad or had issues. This is about you. You're losing sight of the loving person you were meant to be. And it's gone long enough. You stopped loving me. You stopped loving life. You stopped loving the idea of love. And you stopped your authentic self for a camouflage self that has no feeling. Did you know that living inside of you is like being trapped inside of a mannequin? Do you know that you've accepted this low grade, high of status quo security over what you and I both know you long for deep in your heart is passion that once seemed to simmer on the front. It's now been reduced to a lukewarm leftover in your life. And intimacy, don't get me started on that. When's the last time you were intimate? You stopped hoping for intimacy. All those things have gone by the wayside. And I see you now getting ready to be intimate again with someone. And it's like October 31st and you're all dressed up for Halloween. And you started this relationship like on a trick or treat night. Neither tricks nor treat. Or what they would have been if you would have knocked on the door and came as you are. Just plain openness, just plain Mia is what I'm talking about. That is why you keep getting tricked. It is that you layered your costume, the one you wear to protect your heart. For this, it's like for a costume that imprisons you. You need to take off that silly mask, he said, and just be yourself. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. Just be yourself.